Visualize, you know what I'm saying?
So I'll keep reading. This is Ezekiel 38:4. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth, and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields.
That's talking about how the Russian army, the Russian government is going to be a guard unto these different nations that they sending weapons to. Because
I'm gonna read it again, bro. Read it. Look what it says. Verse 4. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws.
bring them back to that Soviet Union
Right.
state type state, you know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
That's what it's going into. Turn thee back to that Soviet style that they was in during the time of the Cold War. Yeah, bro.
Right. It says, and I will bring thee forth, and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with.
Because that's going into how Russia's going to be a guard to all these different nations that's confederate with them. Mainly because you got to go back to something. You got to understand something. The Medo-Persian Empire, the Medes, but the Russians and the Persians are the Iranians. So they got a connection. That's a spiritual connection there. That's not going to be broken by Esau or any other nation. They're going to remain firm with each other. That's why they got a report to themselves to this very day, man. The Iranian government and the Russian government, the Medo-Persian Empire. And what took down the Medo-Persian Empire? What took down the Babylonian Empire? The Medes was a part of that, and the Persians. They took down because, matter of fact, when you go into the history, the Babylonians got taken down by the Persians. No, the second, the Syrian Empire got taken down by the Medes and Babylon. And that's when Babylon came into power. After a certain amount of time, the Medes came into power and rose up and took down the Babylonians, and they rose up first, but the Persians was after them and took over the empire, man. So we understand this right here. The Medes are the biblical Medes are the modern day Russians. And the Persians are the modern day Iranians to this day, man. So they're going to form them alliance.
Geographically.
Huh?
Geographically, yeah.
And it's spiritually. That's why the Most High have them together to this day as allies. You can't make this up. The Most High have them together spiritually as allies because they was allies back in the back in the biblical times, man. There's nothing new under the sun.
So just to clarify, when we say the Medes, we're talking about that land over there, because
Yeah.
the Medes and the Russians today are two different
you're right.
nations.
Absolutely.
But I get where you're going at. Spiritually, the spiritual Medes and Persians today is
Are the
Russia and
Russians
Iran.
and Iran, yeah.
And the spiritual Babylon today is America.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they're gonna take down and the spiritual Medes and the spiritual Persians are gonna take down Babylon today, which is America, which is the daughter of Babylon. You gotta understand these things, man. There's nothing new under the sun. And we telling you these things week in and week out, putting up videos. Sometimes they flag our videos, take our videos down, give us strikes. I just came off a fucking 2-week strike of videos, you know what I mean? Me putting up and they flagging my videos from 2 years ago or what I put up recently. But it's all good. That means I'm doing something good. If they flagging my videos and taking my videos down and giving me strikes, that means I'm doing something good. So it is all good. I'm saying, yeah, you got it.
Ecclesiastes 3:1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven.
Yeah,
That's what we opened up with.
that's right. It's a time for everything. Right now, we're in a time of war. We're not in a time of peace. We're not in a time of mirth. We're not in a time of hot girl summer. We're not in a time of pride. We're in a time of war. You see what's going on? You see what's going on? You gotta watch alternative media to see what's really truly going on. Because MSNBC, CNN, they're not gonna give you what the fuck you need to know, man. They're gonna give you fluff and puff. But the true skinny is a lot of things that's happening behind the scenes that most American people don't know. And we're here to bring it up for you, man.
Verse 8, Ecclesiastes 3 and 8. A time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace.
We're not in a time of love, we're in a time of hate. We're not in a time of love, we're not in a time of peace. We're in a time of hate. Read that again, Baba Kushan.
Ecclesiastes 3 and 8. A time to love and a time to hate.
We're not in a time of love, we're in a time of hate. Because guess what? These Edomites, the so-called white man, hate the so-called Negro, Hispanic, and Native American, and those Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans that's truly Israelites, if they in the right state of mind, we hate you back. We hate you the fuck back, yeah, bro.
A time to love and a time to hate. A time of war and a time of peace.
We're not in a time of peace, we're in a time of war. That's why you see all these things happening throughout the four corners of the earth, man. Because we're in the time of war. We're not in the time of peace. We're not in the time of mirth. We're not in the time of hot girl summer. We're not in the time of niggas celebrating, going to parties, NBA finals. Wherever you indulge yourself in, we're not in that time, man. We're in the time of war, man. You see, Russia is docking submarines and warships in Cuba. A remake of the 1960s, 1963.
Yeah, we're in a time of partying. Like one thing, like a week or two ago, might have been, my people had a barbecue party. And a shootout broke out. You know where I was? Home sleep.
Goddamn right.
I was in the crib sleeping like a baby.
I ain't going to no
Told me
goddamn.
about that.
I ain't going to no goddamn cookout, man. Yeah, bring
This
it up.
is Ezekiel chapter 29, verse, I'm going to start at 8. It says, again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord, say a sword is sharpened and also furbished.
That sword that's being sharpened is Esau's paramilitary, man. Where would be the goddamn Gurkha troops, the UN troops, the National Guards? They in these different world part of the mountains practicing, man. And Alex Jones brought out years ago how they had Indian statues and jakes and pregnant women, black women, using as target practice, man. What that show you, man? What that tell you? It was called Terror Storm. Yeah, bro.
It says it is sharpened to make a sore slaughter.
That sword is being sharpened to make a sore slaughter. Why did that King David said in Psalm 17, verse 13, praying to the Lord, begging the Lord to deliver him from the wicked, which is thy sword, which is thy hand, for man of this world. Who is the man of this world? Esau and Edom. 2/3 you Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, man. Like your King Vaughns and the rest of them, man. That nigga King Vaughn was a demon, man. That's what the most I got rid of that nigga, man. Yeah, bro. He was a serial killer. Yeah, bro.
It is furbished that it may glitter. It says, should we then make mirth?
It is furbished that's going to glitter. When you shine a perfectly sharpened weapon in the sun, it's going to glitter. Should we then make mirth? Should we then be partying and bullshitting? Should we then be happy to be lucky? Nah. You should measure the times pursuant to 2 Ezra 9 and 1. Measure the times diligently in itself, man. For those who don't measure the time diligently in itself, when you drop down to 9 and 7, it tell you what happens to them, man. To 9, the same as knowing the death by pain. Okay, bro.
It says it contempted the rod of my son as every tree, and he had given it to be furbished, and it may be handled. This sword is sharpened, and it is furbished to give it into the hand of the slayer.
Who's the slayer? Hey, once again, King David prayed to the Lord to deliver him from the wicked, which was his sword, man. Esau, the so-called white man, is the Most High sword, man. That's why the Lord says in Revelation 12 and 12, man, that the devil's coming down having great wrath. Who is the devil? This will come down having great wrath, man. It's not the spiritual demon Satan. It's his physical counterpart, Esau and Edom. that's gonna come, that's on the earth, that's gonna have great wrath and bring out a sore slaughter. Why do you think the Most High said, somebody get Jeremiah chapter 15, verse 1?
I got you. 15 and 1, right?
Yeah, the Most High appointed 4 kinds of death for you niggas, man. That sore slaughter that Esau is going to bring is from the Most High. And guess what? The Lord appointed 4 kinds of death for you niggas, man.
Jeremiah 15 and 1. Then said the Lord unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me.
Now Moses represents the law, and Samuel represents the prophets, man. Yeah, bro.
Yet my mind could not be toward this people.
Yet the Most High's mind is not toward the people. This people, whose people? What people? The Negroes, Hispanics, and Americans who are truly biblical Israelites, man. The ancient biblical Israelites. That's what he was talking about. Yeah, bro.
Cast them out of my sight and let them go forth.
How did that happen? During the time of 70 AD. When Vespasian, Titus, and Domitian besieged Jerusalem. That's how we got scattered at the 4 corners of the earth, man. That's how we got cast out of the Most High's sight. Yeah, bro.
All right? And it shall come to pass, if they say unto me, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord, such as are for death to death, and such as are for the sword to the sword.
That's what happened, man. The check was being, once they fled, the curse was pursuing them. Some died from famine, some died from the sword, some died being in captivity. The gladiators, man, that was real. A lot of junk got put into slavery. From slavery, they got put to be gladiatorial fucking
The Flavian dynasty.
Yeah, cut.
The Flavian dynasty built that Roman Colosseum.
Out of the blood and sweat and tears, and also the money from when they sacked Jerusalem. The Archetypus commemorates that right there, man. The money from sack of Jerusalem and out of the temple, that built the Colosseum. Look at the history, man. It will tell you. Yeah, bro.
And such as are for the famine to the famine.
And such as for to die by hunger, they're going to die by hunger. And now that's twofold because that was back then, but now everything is coming back in reincarnation. So you got to understand something. A lot of you women, a lot of you men, you're going to die from famine. You're going to die from the sword. You're going to die from teeth of wild beasts. You're going to die. How can I say it? You're going to die a grievous death. Pursuant to Jeremiah 15, was 1 to 3. Yeah, bro.
All right. And such as are for the famine to the famine, and such as are for the captivity to the captivity.
Because nowadays, the captivity is Jake being snatched up, being snatched and tossed headfirst into a van or a bus to be carted off to a concentration camp, man. That's captivity, man. So we gotta understand something, man. Pursuant to Baruch chapter 3, verse 8, we yet this day in our captivity, man. And we subject unto payments. So we in captivity to this very day. You get pulled over by police, you gotta pay a fucking big ass fine, or you park wrongfully, forgetting that it's the alternative parking, you get a $60 fucking ticket.
You discipline your kid, they could take your kid.
Huh?
Discipline your kid, they could take him away from you.
You discipline your kid, they can take your kid from you. You homeschool your kid, they can take your kid from you.
Can't go to school.
Because they want the facilities to be the parent. They consider that the artificial womb, or the child is occupationally orphaned in these daycare and these school institutions while you're at work.
Well, it's telling you how they want the government to raise your children. Once the government raising your children, you don't have no say-so over your children. The government can take your kids from you, and you can't do nothing about it, man. You don't own your children, man. Because you don't even own yourself. You yourself is a slave through the contracts that we under. The driver's license, the birth certificate.
Yeah.
We all slaves, man.
And that's how these drug dealers get these life sentences too. Now I'm not condoning selling drugs and things, but they use that law because of your birth certificate and social security and all of that because you under contract. There's really no law. There's really no under the Esau's law. There's no crime until you deprive someone of life, liberty, or freedom. But being that you under that social security contract and all of that,
You don't have no life,
They could
man.
just railroad your ass and you in court and you don't know where you at in court because it's maritime.
Why do you think every time you apply for a job, that's for your social security number, you gotta bring your birth certificate? Even apply for a driver's license, you gotta bring your birth certificate, your birth certificate, your social security number. You have to bring 2 proofs of address. They want everything from you to prove that that's you. Even though they got your social security number, they know it's you, but it's
Right.
a thing that they go through. And they put you through the ringer. And once you get it, now you're entitled to drive.
I know, and you know, perfect
Shit
example.
is madness, bro.
The dumb shit I did years ago, my driver's license. I was like, I don't got no vehicle, fuck that shit. And I didn't renew it. And it got to the point where it expired where I had to do the whole thing over again. I had to go through a point system over again, where I had to get a state ID, where I had to show them library card, rent receipts, and all of this shit. High school diploma. That's how bad it got, yo.
I'm telling you, they make it bad. I know you, but they make it bad. They make it bad for you to get. All right, if you're a newcomer, up and comer trying to get your driver's license, they're gonna put you like it. They're gonna put you through the ringer. They're gonna put you through the ringer. If you're an up and coming brother, new brother, young, 18, 19, trying to get your driver's license, they're gonna put you through the ringer. They're gonna put you. You gotta have a social security number. You gotta have
Library card.
a library. You gotta have all these things. Just when you get one state ID, to say you're able to drive. And it's bad. I'm lucky I have my driver's license for years. All I gotta do is renew it. Now I got my license. I ain't got to renew for another 8 years. I'm lucky that I just gotta renew my license every so often. Because when I got my license, it was simple. But we under contract of these devils showing to me that we slaves. Me having a driver's license, I'm a slave.
Yes.
Me having a social security number, I'm a slave. Me having, to pay payments to have my daughter in my life, which I don't pay child support no more, but I paid for 20 years, I'm a slave. I paid child support for fucking 20 years, bro.
Damn, that's crazy, bro.
And if your child is in college, you go to 24, I believe.
Yeah.
Real
Actually,
talk.
I didn't pay 20 years. I paid 18 because my daughter joined the military. She joined the army because my father influenced her in 2018 to do that.
And the reason I know that because I had to prove when I was in college that my moms and my father didn't take care of me. I had to prove that I was taking care of myself. I had to show through paperwork because when I was in college, they was making sure I didn't have no hidden money and this and that. So that's how I know up to 24.
Damn.
These devils.
I got something, bro.
Yeah, bring it up, bro.
Isaiah chapter 10, verse 1. That's what you had? So, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees.
And that's these devils, man. They decree unrighteous decrees, man. When you gotta pay this, you gotta pay that. They put this bill in effect where you can't do this, you can't do that. But they can do this for you, do that to you. That's how these devils get down, yeah, bro.
It says, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed.
What's that grievousness, man? These unjust laws.
Yeah, child support.
Child support.
That's like the opposite of the scriptures, because when you leave a woman, she ain't supposed to have shit. And
Children, go to you.
when you give a woman a bill of divorce according to the scriptures, she leave with everything on her. That's how come women used to carry their jewelries on them. Remember when we read in Matthews That woman, Yahweh Shah said if a woman loses a thing, a jewel or whatever, she'll definitely go and look for it.
Right.
Because at any moment a man could divorce her, all you had on you, that's it. So they will keep all that stuff on them. Now, the thing is, that would incentivize women to stick around. Like, don't leave, because if I leave, I don't got shit. But today's contract incentivizes the woman to leave. Not only would you get the kids, you get half the shit. Like my man Rick Ross said, bitch, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym. Right? Well, Kobe said, I don't know who said it, but it's true.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you wasn't with me building this shit, but you get to take half of it. So it incentivizes the breakup of families and child support and shit like that.
That's why I gotta commend this dude that did that. I forgot his name. He's one of them A-rap dudes that was a soccer player that
Commend his mom.
Huh?
Commend his mom.
His mom.
Commend his moms, because his mom's is the one who
his
did
moms. You gotta commend his moms. He put everything in his mom's name. Because his mom was schooling him. She's like, yo, listen, this chick is 10 years older than you. She's what she's doing, she's grooming you young, you probably pussy with. But I know how these women get down. She's grooming you to take everything you got.
At the beginning of the Roman Empire, like when during the time of like after Julius Caesar, Augustus, in the Roman law, if it was a divorce, the woman loses her kid and everything. Gaius' wife, before he got with her, she tried to do maneuver a way to get out of that relationship with him, before she got with Gaius, Augustus Caesar, Livia. She had to lose. She lost her kids. She wound up getting back with him later, but she lost her kids and everything. Everything went to him.
Man, let me tell you something. Once a woman leave me or we get divorced, I ain't getting back with that bitch, bro. I don't give a fuck what she bring. Oh, I'm sorry, I left you. You know, I thought the passion was greener on the other side. You know, I got with this nigga. He turned out to be a goddamn alcoholic and abusive verbally. He sometimes slapped me around. So I apologize for leaving you thinking that the green was grass on this side. The grass was green on this side, but you know, let's reconcile. And I'm looking at this bitch like, you serious, lady? You think I'm gonna take you back after you done got your womb polluted by another nigga?
Right. And your mouth.
And your mouth.
Verse 2.
Yeah, bro.
Verse 2. It says to turn aside the needy from judgment and to take away the right from the poor of my people.
And that's what Esau does all the time, man, with his unjust laws, man. Take away the right of the poor from our people, man. This devil does it all the time, man, time after time, man. You know?
It says
I remember Kentucky passed a law, stop and frisk, man. Where Esau is going to drive, you can be walking. You can be with your moms and your women holding hands. Esau just put up on you in the on my car. Put over, jump out, and searching you when you with your woman holding hands. You're like, what the fuck? What'd I do?
You know what's crazy? That actually brought crime down. Now it's kind of worse what they got doing in New York. New York.
Guess what though? You're right. It brought crime down, but it also was an unjust law because you got people that was not doing anything walking, but guess what? That put people on their toes. You're right.
The thing with stop and frisk is like, let's be real, right? They were doing that shit to people that were looking sideways, bro. Like if I walk down New York, you're looking like a regular person. I mean, you're not doing no crime, but more than likely you're not gonna get stopped and frisked, right? But now,
unless you're in a high crime area and
right.
a shootout just have taken place when they never around until after shots is fired.
Right now, but let's compare the two. Let's look at stop and frisk, right?
Right.
Versus now. People don't want to live in New York and LA because right now people are committing crimes and they just put them right back out on the fucking streets, bro.
But guess what? Back when Pataki was in office, and guess what? I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. I'm a man. I'm gonna be real. When Pataki was the governor, and this dude, Giuliani was the mayor.
They cracked down on crime
New
like
York
crazy,
City
bro.
was fucking safe as fuck, bro. New York City was safe as fuck. You could walk down the street, even though you couldn't have a beer in your hand, but stop and frisk, how they had it, New York City was safe. I'm not gonna lie.
Police was hopping out.
I'm gonna be real.
Police was hopping out on us like the A-team.
But I'm gonna be real though. If you ain't got nothing, you ain't got nothing on you.
What the fuck do you care? Yeah.
They hop on you. You like, oh shit.
I don't got shit on me.
And they search you, run your name, and they let you go. And that's how they got a lot of criminals up the streets. People that was absconding from not going to court. You got a warrant. They stop you. Oh, you got a warrant. We taking you in.
Oh, you fall asleep on the train, you know you came from work or whatever,
they
and you
lock
got your foot up,
that,
they pulling you off the train.
pulling
They
you
do
off
that now, bro.
and running your
That-
fucking
that's
numbers.
fucked up. I seen it
shit.
happen.
They
That's
still do
fucked
it,
up.
and yeah, it's fucked up. But guess what though?
Gotta
You
do
got
that shit,
a-
bro.
you got a lot of
That ain't
niggas.
right, bro.
It
That
ain't
ain't
right, but you got a lot of niggas out there that got demons on them that did all kind of crazy fucked up
Because
shit.
you gotta think about it too, brother. A lot of shit happen on the trains.
Yeah.
I take the train every day.
No, but I'm saying a lot of shit happen on the train. So it's just like, it's kind of like this. It's like,
Damn it, you do.
it's
damn
like,
it, you
it's,
don't.
it's like a smaller evil to try to prevent a greater evil.
Because you got,
I seen a dude. I looked at him, I'm like, yo, this dude just came from work. He got the boots on, his boots is fucking dusty and shit.
They locked him up for that shit?
Out the train, locked him up.
Damn.
I sat
Yeah, no,
there
that
and
is
watched
fucked
that
up.
shit. I
Yeah,
said,
that is fucked up.
damn,
Yeah, that's
dog,
fucked
you gonna
up.
lock him up for that? What's up with you? I'm good, officer. We good, bro. I'm gonna go back out. You know what I mean? I'm gonna sit down there and shut my mouth.
yeah, I ain't saying nothing. But guess
Yeah.
what? You also have, you had this one dude, right? You had this one dude. He had a gun on him. I seen it. He had a gun on him, but he wasn't, legal to carry a gun. He had an illegal gun on him. He's chilling. He on the train. Some other dude popped his shit over a seat, and they got into a little scuffle. So the dude was like, the dude that had the gun on him, he was getting overpowered. But he was like, he grabbed his hip, but he refrained himself. And the dude, he was like, yo, all right, you got it, bro. So he turned his back. The dude snuffed him again, pow, pow. So he was like, all right, you got it. You got it, bro. So they started scuffling it again, because the dude that was aggressive, he was bent on usurping his authority. I don't know.
Yeah.
So now when the train pulled it to the station, right, which was on Simpson, there was like a police on the train. It was on it was on TikTok. Police were on this platform.
Yeah.
Be easy, be easy, be easy. So some lady called the police, and the police came on the train. And they was like, yo, this dude was aggressive, hitting this dude here, and the dude was just defending himself. But they didn't know he had a gun on him. That's why he kept on grabbing his. I kept on saying, why is he grabbing his fucking? He kept on grabbing his hip, but he was defending himself. And to find out he didn't have no permit for the gun.
Yeah.
He just was afraid of shooting.
Yeah.
But he had a gun on the fucking train.
3 years.
3 years. 3 years.
Mandatory
Plus-
just for having the gun.
Yeah. Plus, the other record, what you got.
Right.
So now 3 years on with your fucking record. You could be facing 20 years, 10 years, 15 years.
Right.
So now, check it out. Yeah, bro. So now they got the train. He like, yo, he ain't do nothing. This guy ain't do shit. This guy was the aggressor. He kept on swinging on him. So he was like, yo, this guy kept on, he had a gun. So he said, what? He said, who got the gun? So the dude that was about to get arrested pointed to the guy that was getting snuffed. He was snuffing, and they couldn't find out he had a fucking gun. He had a fucking 9mm on him. You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't. He just kept it. He had a little, and he had a case. He kept on grabbing, but he wasn't. But why would you do that if you ain't gonna use it? And then they grabbed him, snatched him up. He was doing that. He was the victim. But nah, it's not about that no more. It's about the gun that he got on him, and it's illegal.
Says to turn aside the needy from judgment and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey and they may rob the fatherless.
That's what Esau does, man. All the time, man. How they rob the fatherless, man? Take away their rights. Take away certain goods that they have, man. These devils are wicked as fuck, man. And you people out here that trust in these devils, that vote for these devils, you're gonna find out the hard way, man. That these devils that have natural, the best interest in you is not in these devils like this, man. They don't have you in the best interest of their fucking endeavors.
And these different laws that they pass is really to attack the nuclear family, to break it up. Separate the father, all these different abortion laws, don't have kids, just break everything up and be
Feminism.
Feminism and all that leads to, there was a statistic a brother shared with me. he said in terms of divorce. He did single parents raised by race. 6:30.
6 minutes, yeah.
Okay. They did single parents by race. It was blacks, Latinos, whites, and Asians. And then they did the highest crime rates and all this type of degenerate shit. Blacks, Latinos, whites, and Asians. Then they flipped it and said, like who does the richest? Like who's the richest? Guess what? It flipped. It was Asians, whites, Latinos, showing the importance of having both parents and having a family and shit, man. And the so-called white man knows a father is there for more than financial purpose, man.
Right. But the man's supposed to lay down the
discipline.
law and order.
It's for discipline. It's for law and order. It's for people in that straight and narrow path. But when you got most of the men that's locked up right now, they've been raised by their fathers. They've been raised by single black women.
Yeah, fatherless homes.
Yeah, I was walking through wherever I was yesterday, and I heard two nigga women talking, and they were like, "Yo," the one girl was like, "Yeah, that's why we don't like having the father around because the man he stops the woman from being independent and going out and seeing shit." I'm like, damn, man, like these fucking hoes is fucking awesome.
But that's Eve eating the fruit.
Right, exactly.
That's Eve eating the fruit all over
Exactly.
again, bro. That fucking philosophy and lies and bullshit that Esau gave him.
Modern day women, bro. I look on TikTok all the time, bro. You got these women. She was like, one woman was saying, I'm like, I'd rather be, listen, I'm looking out for myself. If I meet a man, and he got millions, and whatever the case may be, if we get married, it's not about me. I'm looking out for myself. It's not about my husband. It's about me. So, a woman was like, okay, so if he's looking out for you, it's about you, it's still about me. That's selfish, right?
Yo, this is why you need a father, bro. Look how these little girls with their little booty shorts on and shit. It's a fucked up world, bro, because you know what?
They raised by their mothers, bro.
Women don't see the danger in that, bro.
Because guess what? Their mothers, it's okay for them to do that because their mothers dress like that.
They don't see how dangerous that shit is, bro.
Ass cheeks out, so
you got men out here that will fucking devour you, like.
Yeah. I seen a thing on maybe Instagram or something. It's like two children, the boy child and the girl child and the mom. And the little boy child, this dude is like 6, 7 years old. Told his sister, he's like, yo, what are you wearing, man? Go change that. His mother, like, well, she got on tight, so, nobody can see. The little kid say, yo, so what that mean? You know what I mean? A little boy, he said, yo, what that mean?
It shows you that the woman's brain don't go past 12.
Right.
And men are logical. Logical goes back to the Greek word logos, which means reason. We know how other men think, and women and men are like instinctively protective.
Yeah, bro, I'm a man, bro.
So you don't want your daughter out there in fucking booty shorts and shit like that, cause it's like, yo.
The other day I walking through the park, right?
But that's why the scripture says we're modest of power. The Lord knows how things should be operated. Go ahead, bro.
No, I was gonna say I'm walking through the park the other day. I'm on my phone. I look up, little girls, bro, in the little bikini and shit. I'm just like, yo, this.
You heard about that 13-year-old girl that got raped?
Yes.
So a teenager put a knife out on
another
teen.
Yeah.
And raped the 13. So it's like, yo,
It was two teens. It was two teens. A boy and a girl walking together, and the nigga who's in his 20s grabbed a chick up and put out a machete, and did what he had to do. But the other dude, he was 13 too. So what he gonna do?
And she's scarred for life now.
Yeah, but let me tell you this right here,
That's why you need a father,
it's a testimony of what I went through. Now,
Make it quick, bro.
My daughter,
You
daughter, at the time she was 13. And my daughter was developed at the age of 13, bro. My daughter had her mother's body, so she was thick. So she looked older than 13. So some dude that I knew came to my crib, and my daughter was in the kitchen cooking for me, and the nigga was like drooling over my daughter. I'm like, yo, bro, she's a little girl, right, bro? She's only fucking 13, bro. Relax, bro. Nah, I'm sorry. I'm not looking at her. Yo, bro, I'm looking at you, bro. Look how you looking at my daughter, bro. I fucking her, bro. But I pulled him to the side. I ain't let my daughter here. I'm like, yo, bro, relax, bro. You doing too much, bro. I mean, be cool, but good, bro. I don't wanna do nothing to you, bro, for I fucking my daughter. So if you gonna stop, you got to leave my crib, bro. So I was like, listen, you know what? It's best for you to leave my crib because if you don't, I'm gonna wind up whooping your fucking ass, bro. And he left, bro. And then the next day he apologized. Nah, bro, I just didn't recognize her. Because the last time I saw her, she was like 5. I see her now, she's like 13. I didn't even know she was 13. She looked grown.
Yeah, that happens. Yeah.
Yo, bro, he thought it was a chick in my crib. Then I was just, had in my
But even
crib.
at that, that's adultery. If you thought that was some chick you bought, but yeah, bro, like I'm seeing this shit just like, yo, man,
It's crazy, y'all.
it's wild, bro.
It's crazy.
It's wild. Well, that's it,
Bro,
bro.
I had to like check that dude, but really check him, brother. Yo, bro, I don't want to put hands on you, bro, but don't violate me, bro. That's my fucking daughter, bro. So I had to let him know, listen, you gotta go, bro. Cause he kept on eye fucking her like. And I kept on catching him, like, looking at her. And she was dressed modest. She had on sweatpants, but she thick. So you can see her thickness through the sweatpants, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, man, this nigga here is a fucking demon, bro. Get the fuck out my crib, man, before I fucking do something for you. Do something too. And my daughter wasn't dressed fucking wicked. She had on sweatpants, baggy sweatpants. With a baggy ass fucking sweatshirt.
It don't take much to entice a man, bro. Remember in the ancient world, all we was looking at was eyes. And that was getting us hard.
Exactly.
So imagine now, bro.
This was the eyes
Right,
of
bro.
shit.
So
Right, so with that,
look at this shit, bro. I mean, it's like, yeah, you like, yo, damn, she look nice, but like, it's like, yo, this look like a little girl, bro.
Crazy.
Well, a little girl according to this world. We know she's, marriageable age, but I'm just saying, like,
She was 13.
this chick
But
got
she
her
was
fucking
developed,
cheeks
you know
out, bro. They all got their cheeks out.
Yeah, I know that. I never had
Also,
my
you see
daughter-
that little girl walking down, pushing out her shit.
I
like,
never
I'm
had
like,
my
yo,
daughter
bro,
dressed
this
like that,
is
bro.
wild,
Fuck that shit, bro.
That's why you need the father, man. All right, well, that's it, brothers.
Yep. So with
Well,
that,
yeah.
we're going to give all praise due to our Most High.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakudash.
That will let us up to the apostles. And that was a great milestone. We'll run next week. Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.